I'm Nick Nesvacil. I'm a special ed teacher here at Preble, and I am the founder and advisor of Sting Cancer. When I was 20 years old, sophomore at St. Norbert College, I was playing football. I was on the dean's list. I had a beautiful girlfriend. Everything was going in the right direction, and all of a sudden one day I found out that I was having headaches and blurry vision. I was rehabbing a knee injury, and all of a sudden it didn't feel right. So I went to the doctor, and I went from an ophthalmologist to an optometrist to a neurologist, all in about 3 or 4 days, which was a very scary experience. And I was told that I had terminal brain cancer. They discovered that the tumor was a pineal tumor, which actually they told me that I had only been about 130 some cases in the world. 70% of those cases had been 17 to 21-year-old males. Told me that I had a better chance of winning the lottery than getting this type of tumor. And after a very unsuccessful surgery in Green Bay, where they got 8% of the tumor out, also caused a stroke and a meningitis infection, they basically told me that if the brain cancer didn't kill me, the meningitis infection or the stroke would. And they only got 8% of it out, so they told me to go home and get my things in order. Luckily, my family wasn't ready to, at 20 years old, to get my things in order, and they pushed on. And we went to Chicago and had a specialist, kind of a guru in this area, do another operation. And after 8 hours of surgery, he came into the waiting room and was jumping up and down with my dad and brother and sisters and yelling, "I got it, I got it, I got it." After everything that had happened to me, I had kind of a different outlook on life, and I wanted to go back and give back. So I went back to school to get my teaching certificate, and started off at Chapel Elementary the second semester and 1 year, and I've been at Preble ever since. This is my 10th year at Preble. When I got here, I think with my bald head and scars, I was kind of a lightning rod for questions. And everybody that I told my story to, everybody that I talked to about cancer had a story to give back, to tell me. And I was amazed at the amount of people that had an experience with cancer. And I realized there was a need for some sort of social group, after school group, to kind of get those feelings out and talk about it. So we started here with our first meeting 9 years ago was myself and 14 students. And then the second meeting 2 weeks later was myself and 9 students. So I wasn't really thinking that it would ever take off and explode the way it has. Now we had about 150 at our first meeting. We've had anywhere up to 300 at meetings. Usually it averages 80 to 100 at every meeting, based on the season and what other extracurricular events kids are in. We do informational meetings. We have doctors and nurses and oncology people that come in and talk to us. We have a lot of survivors that come and talk to us. We have a lot of activities that go on. We are searched out by many groups in the community. We're doing 2 things at Easttown Mall this year. We're helping out with the St. Philip's middle school football program. We're doing a lot of different things for other agencies and other groups. But our biggest thing is we make blankets, we get gift cards, we get gas cards, and we send baskets out to anybody that is connected to the Preble community. We send baskets out to them if they're dealing with cancer, or if they know somebody who is dealing with cancer. Well, our future plans are kind of unlimited. We didn't expect what we have now, but we have 15 schools, with Franklin and Lombardi just both adopting new teams. We have a Sting It Forward program, because when we started out here, Mark Benetti was kind enough to give us $300 so we could do a fundraiser, so we could raise more money to help people that were dealing with cancer. So we created a Sting It Forward program where we Sting It Forward a $300 stipend for other groups to get started. And the neat thing now is that we're more established, and other schools with Sting Cancer groups are stinging it forward to the new schools that want the opportunity to have one. So I guess our goal is that we always say to kids that someday when their kids come home for dinner, they're going to be telling their moms and dads, no matter where they live, that I just joined a new group today. I joined the Sting Cancer group, whether it's in Colorado or Mexico or where. So that's kind of a neat feeling.